A motion hearing was held yesterday in the case around the homicide of 10-year-old Lily Peters. 17-year-old Carson Peters-Berger is charged with first-degree intentional homicide and first-degree sexual assault. A judge will now decide if his statement to police can be used in trial. An expert in behavioral analysis testified that based on video, she does not believe Peters-Berger has autism. He has previously been diagnosed by multiple other specialists. The judge is expected to make a ruling in May.